हेलो एवरीबॉडी, आर यू देयर? आ गए हैं सभी लोग? बोलिए। ठीक है, okay, fine. So now we are going to discuss quality in services. So first of all, before going into detail in chapter, I am giving you few points which is important, correct? Means what are the various difference between manufacturing and services? Difference, so that you can think how services is different from manufacturing. Getting my point? चलिए, अब in manufacturing sector the product is tangible. Listen carefully, I will give you time to write. First of all, listen carefully everybody, right? The product is tangible. Tangible means physically we can feel it, that is tangible. Like chair, table, this pen, everything is tangible. Physically we can touch it, feel it, correct? But in services we will see it is tangible as well as intangible. Sir, what is intangible, sir? So in services, tangible and intangible both component. So what is intangible? The feeling, correct? What you are getting. Means in services, right, the product or whatever things you are getting, that is okay, but as well as the feeling is also associated with that. Just take an example. Suppose you went to just for hair cutting, correct, in a salon. Then in hair cutting, whatever products are there which is used is tangibles, but the way he delivered the services, correct, that is your feeling. If they have delivered their services perfectly, then now you can feel very good, na? Yes. So this is intangible. That feeling you cannot touch it physically, right? That is a right emotional part. So that is called as intangible in services, right? Now come to back orders are possible. Yes, of course, back orders are possible. Means suppose you have ordered anything and you are not able to pick up that thing, so you can just again later you can pick up that thing. Okay, this is my product or I want to purchase it, right? Even after the time also you can purchase it. But in services, back orders are not possible. Means once it is delivered you have to get it, otherwise you can just miss it. Just giving you example how services cannot be back ordered. See, suppose Delhi metro is there. Yes sir. So in peak load hour time many persons are traveling through Delhi metro. Okay, fine. But normally when the office hour is not there, then seats are vacant. If seats are vacant means, but Delhi metro is running, just completing their path, right, on time, but seats are vacant. So now what can we do? Means either we can just make it available to passenger, and if passenger is not there, then in loss also we have to run. Means if it is running, means if we are availing that services, then okay, fine, otherwise it is missed, means that vacant seat is running, means we are losing our money, like that. Means in services back order is not possible. If you have used it, then okay, otherwise you can just lose it, right? Then come to the third part. Producer or company is the only party involved in the process, right? Involved in the, this is in the process. Means, see, in general, suppose the company who has manufactured this, right? I was not there कि okay, मेरा पेन बन रहा है, मैं उधर बैठता हूं, ऐसा नहीं है. I was not there, right? Just they may have taken the customer opinion and all, everything, data analysis done, but I was not there, right? But in services, customer and company both has to be there. Just I am giving you one example. Suppose hair cutting के लिए गए आप, yes sir. So you cannot tell कि just you cut my hair, I am just coming in 10 minutes. No, if you want to take that hair cutting services, then you have to be there at that point. Yes or no? So you, customer and service provider both has to be there. Then product can be resold. Product can be resold, simple है, वो तो पता ही है आपको, रीसेल कर सकते हैं, सेल फोन है, कोई भी प्रोडक्ट है. But in services it cannot be resold. Just like that, suppose they have given services of hair cutting, then now you cannot resell it, right? Like that. Then customer usually provides formal specification. Yes, generally in manufacturing I have told you कि customer will provide the formal specification generally. Yes or no? Yes. But in services, what should be the specification, what should be the cost? Generally it is decided by the state authority. Like bus का किराया कितना होगा, the fare of bus, correct, fare of metro, right? किस रूट में जाना है, क्या कैसे प्रोवाइड करना है. सो दीज ऑल आर डिसाइडेड बाय स्टेट और कंट्री, नॉट बाय पीपल और कस्टमर. क्लियर है? यस. नाउ कम टू द कस्टमर एक्सेप्टेंस ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट इज इजीली क्वांटिफिएबल. इजीली क्वांटिफिएबल, ये इसको आप हटा दीजिए, है ना. दिस इज क्वांटिफिएबल. इजीली आई एम राइटिंग हियर क्वांटिफिएबल, राइट. इसको हटा दीजिए, राइट. Why? Because suppose I have a manufacturing company for this pen and I have sold 1 lakh pen. So number is quantifiable, means by number we can see कि okay, customer is liking too much. Means a Splendor bike, correct? I think millions of bike were sold. So this number shows that कि yes, the customer is very happy with that Splendor bike. Yes or no? Yes. But in services, the quantification of the acceptance by number, the acceptance you cannot see, because suppose number is more, but the services is not delivered in good manner, right? And service provider somehow hurt the people, then maybe next year or in next lot people will not come. Means you cannot see just by number the customer acceptance is good, because at that point feeling is also necessary, that intangible part in services. Then come to the ownership of a product changes hands at a specific point of time. Means suppose I have purchased, right, I have purchased a pen, then I get a bill, and on that bill the date, time is mentioned, and after that time this product belongs to me. That is in manufacturing. But in services, nothing like that. You have to give interval of time, not point of time. Here a specific point of time, but in services interval of time. Sir, interval of time kaise sir? See, if you are just getting your hair, correct, then you have to sit over there for half an hour or 1 hour. Suppose you are traveling from Delhi to Chandigarh in a bus, then you have to sit in the bus for 3 or 4 hours, like that. Means interval of time is important in services, but in manufacturing point of time, correct, difference is there. So these are the points, and here you can see Tangibles and intangible both components. Services cannot be stored, not used then lost. Producer and consumer both involved in the delivery of services. This is delivery, correct, of services. Services cannot be resold, I have told you. Then formal specification need not be provided by the customer, right? By the, I'm writing here, customer, right? Mainly this is, I'm writing here, right? The gas, the electricity, everything is decided by a state authority. State means country also, right? Then customer satisfaction is difficult to quantify because that intangible, correct, that feeling factor, right? Right, feeling is also associated. Then rendering a service takes place over an interval of time. So this takes place over an interval of time, correct, not a point of time. I have given you na, suppose you are traveling from Delhi to Chandigarh, so you have to sit in bus for 3-4 hours, like that. Okay, so do one thing, write down this difference first of all. What is difference between manufacturing and services, right? सचिन इज आस्किंग सेकेंड पॉइंट, बैक ऑर्डर्स आर पॉसिबल. देखो सपोज सचिन, दिस इज फॉर सचिन राइट. सचिन देखो, अगर मान लो कोई प्रोडक्ट तुम नहीं खरीद पाए जब वो बिक रहा था, तो बाद में भी जा कर के वो खरीद सकते हो. लेकिन सर्विसेज में ऐसा नहीं है. सर्विसेज एक बार डिलीवर हो गया तो वो हो गया, चाहे आप उसको अवेलेबल कर पाए या नहीं कर पाए, राइट. एवरीबडी डन, आगे बढ़े. बिकॉज आई एम गेटिंग मैसेजेस, डन सर, नोटेड सर. बाकी लोग भी बताओ. अभिषेक पूछ रहे हैं सर व्हाई कैन नॉट सर्विसेज बी रीसोल्ड। अरे सर्विसेज को रीसेल कैसे करोगे? खुद सोचो, तुम बाल कटा करके आए, अब क्या इसको कैसे रीसेल करोगे बताओ? तुम क्या उसको किसी और को बोलोगे चलो मैं तुम्हारा बाल काट देता हूं, ऐसा? मतलब एक ही चीज को बार बार बेचना रीसेल कहलाता है। तो एक बार तुम्हें सर्विसेज कर दिया, मान लो हेड मसाज कर दिया, तो अब उसको दोबारा कैसे रीसेल क्या हुआ बताओ? यस, अभिषेक हैज रिप्लाइड सर हेड मसाज उसी से दोबारा लेना अगर अच्छा लगा तो ये रीसेल नहीं हुआ ना। रीसेल मतलब होता है जो सर्विसेज तुम्हें मिली है उसको फिर से सेल करना। जैसे प्रोडक्ट में एक फ़ोन तुमने खरीदा, हाँ जी, तो सपोज यू आर द फर्स्ट पर्सन, तो उस फ़ोन को अब अगर तुम थोड़े दिन यूज़ करके किसी और को बेचोगे, ये होता है रीसेल। गेटिंग माय पॉइंट अभिषेक? नहीं नहीं अभिषेक, तुम्हारा रीसेल थोड़ा अलग है। वो तो सर्विस दे रहा है, जो हेड मसाज दे रहा है वो तो सर्विस दे रहा है। रीसेल होता है क्या तुम वो हेड मसाज को दोबारा बेच सकते हो आगे? नहीं ना। चलो, आई होप एवरीबडी हैज रिटन, राइट? चले आगे बढ़े। Now come to the dimensions. Now see, in manufacturing, when we have studied in chapter number 1 or 2, then we have discussed na what are the dimensions. मैंने कहा था suppose you are owner, I am your technical advisor, then you will ask me sir what are the various dimensions. If we are going to work on that, if we are going to fulfill all the desired conditions of that dimensions, then it is said that our product is a quality product. राइट वो डायमेंशन क्या क्या था? सपोज वी वांट टू बाय ए सेल फोन, करेक्ट, conformance, then the aesthetics, the physical, correct appearance of the cell phone, then the basic performance selfie लिया, फिर special features क्या है, durability, correct, serviceability and all. So similarly in services there are 5 dimensions. If you want to check any services, check these 5 dimensions. Or suppose you are having a service industry, service company, then these 5 dimensions you have to meet for a quality service, correct? Generally I will explain these 5 dimensions with an example, right? I am giving you a example, usko suno अच्छे से. Suppose with your friend you went in a restaurant, correct? And just you are sitting over there, then you just get a call from your home कि okay, you were planning to just planning for a restaurant, so went or not? So now you have replied, yes, I am sitting with my friend in the restaurant only. So now suppose from your home they are asking how is the restaurant, correct? Then you are replying, right now just you reached there, na? You don't get any kind of services, but just you reached there, you are sitting on the chair, table, whatever is there. So now you have replied, tangibles are perfect. Tangibles are perfect means the physical facilitating goods over there are perfect, like the chair, table, all the ambience what you can see, right? So that is called as tangibles. Means whenever you go to a bank, then there must be chairs, right, to sit over there, to wait over there. So that comes under tangibles, the physical facilitating goods. Okay, now suppose as soon as you reached there, correct, the people, the waiter, you can say, right, just came fastly to you, sir, what you need, sir, right, correct? So this is the responsiveness, means how fast the service provider is delivering their services. Means there should not be unnecessarily waiting time. Sometimes you might felt in a restaurant, you are sitting and just calling people, they are not coming, वो देख के भाग जाता है, yes or no? So that is the again lack of point. Means responsiveness means how fast you are giving services to the customer, right? Then suppose okay, they came fastly, sir, what you need, sir? Okay, you have ordered this thing, they have committed, yes sir, this thing I can provide, sir, and they went, right? And as fast as possible, right, they came with whatever you have ordered, all the materials, all the recipe are there, right? So if whatever commitment has been done to you, if they have fulfilled all the commitment, then that is called as reliability. But sometimes what happens, suppose they are coming after half an hour and telling you, sir, ये खत्म हो गया है, ये नहीं है, ये सर आज नहीं मिलेगा, बहाने बनाते हैं, correct? So that is not the, means reliability is missing. Means they are committing something and they are giving something else. Getting my point? So that is reliability, correct? Okay. So just come in our example, whatever you have ordered and they have committed कि yes, this thing I am going to fulfill, they are coming with the same material, same thing, correct? बिल्कुल नया, fresh, right? Okay. So that is reliability. Now suppose they came with all the recipe, whatever you want, fresh, whatever they have done commitment, yes, fine. But see, ऐसे आया और आपके सामने टेबल पे रख करके चला गया वो, ऐसे, correct? So is it a good feeling for you? No sir. तो क्या प्रॉब्लम क्या है? अच्छे चेयर टेबल पे बिठाया, करेक्ट? They have provided you good chair, table, ambience, first services, whatever commitment has been done कि these are the recipes, बिल्कुल fresh, new, बढ़िया recipe they have provided you. But what is missing? So that is the care and attention. So if they will not show the care and attention, कैसा लग रहा है? ऐसे सामने रख के चला गया कि ले खा, है ना, ऐसा लग रहा है. तो means that is empathy. Means in services, care and attention is also needed, and this is the intangible factor what I was talking about. Means this thing you cannot physically feel, but this is a kind of emotion, right? So care and attention, very, very, very important again. Then suppose, so now I am taking it in a positive manner. So they are coming and just putting right in front of you, and in a just a good manner they are presenting themselves, right? Thank you sir, okay sir, आप आए sir, बहुत अच्छा sir, right? So now you are feeling just you are feeling perfect, right? अच्छा लग रहा है, हाँ जी. Now the point is, suppose while eating over there, just you have seen some certification over there, World Health Organization certified, FSSAI certified, like that, correct? So many certifications. So this will give you a kind of assurance, right? In each bite you will feel पता नहीं मैं कितना healthy हो रहा हूँ, right? That kind of confidence is assurance. So service provider must provide enough confidence to the customer कि they are the best service provider, right? So these are the five dimensions. Generally I give in this assurance, generally I give one example. See, in summer days in Delhi, what you see at every corner, correct, many places, correct, that drinking water is there, one box is there, and people will give you water for 1 rupees, 2 rupees, like that. Okay, so now suppose you want water but you are thinking पता नहीं कैसा पानी होगा, है ना, quality of water is good or not. So I have seen in that South Delhi, correct, one person just same that water container is there, everything is there, but what they have kept one notice board on the water container, and the written line is SDMC certified water. South Delhi Municipal Corporation is called as SDMC. So SDMC certified water. So now listen, everyone is selling water, correct, in the same container, in same style, right? But that notice board itself giving assurance कि ये पानी तो अच्छा होगा. Yes or no? Yes. And for that assurance they have gone through various processes. All the quality checks were correct. They might have just permitted from the SDMC all the points, right? So that is called as assurance. So a service provider must provide enough assurance. That is the ISO certification, the FSSAI certification, or which kind of certification is needed to give assurance. Yes, that must be there, right? So now my dear student, there are these 5 dimensions. So now I am asking you, which is the most important, right? So most important is reliability, number 1, right? Means these can be managed, but reliability means commitment. Whatever commitment has been given to customer, you must fulfill that commitment first. This is the first duty, right? And the 5th point, right, that is the least important, is tangibles, right? So this is the most important, correct, most important, and this is the least means among these 5 points, least important, right? Most important, least important. Getting my point? So this is there in your book, no need to write. Okay. चलिए, ये पॉइंट सब वट एवर आई हैव गिवन यू सब इधर लिखा है. अच्छा, नाउ लिसन. The service quality dimensions, that reliability, assurance, tangible, empathy and responsiveness. 5 na? Yes. It is expected or perceived. 2 things are there. What is perceived quality? I will explain it in detail. But now suppose what customer was thinking before services, now what customer thinking after services. That is the perceived quality. After services, what is their thinking process. I will give you definition also. So suppose the expectations exceeded, suppose, means whatever expectation is there, the perceived quality exceeded the expectations, means it is positive. Just like Jio, I give Jio example, means when Jio has launched at 0 cost. So if it is at 0 cost, the expectation of customer was very low. Yes or no? Yes. But the services was perfect, correct? USA, Canada, UK, you can call by directly video calling, right? So the expectations exceeded, right? that is the positive perceived quality. This is called as quality surprise. So entire geo business they have done on quality surprise, means just increasing your whatever you are expecting, more than that they have delivered. So no need to do marketing and all, right? Just every people mouth to mouth publicity continued, and at that time whenever you see the line, correct, you can understand wo Jio SIM ke liye sab line mein khare hain. Yes or no? Yes. So this is called as something. Now come to the service quality characteristics and their measure. Whatever chapter we are discussing now, this thing again I will give you time to write. First of all I need to explain it. These are some fundamental again for services. What is fundamental? Whenever you do quality control in services, again you need some quality characteristics now. What is the quality characteristics? The things which you are going to measure for quality control purpose, right? Like in manufacturing it was reliability, durability, perceived quality. There are so many things. In construction it was length, dimensions, color, etc. So in services these are these few points. So this is called as quality characteristics, and how these are going to be measured, and after measuring we do evaluation by sampling only, right? So first of all I will explain this, then I will give you time to write, then later you can write. So the service quality characteristics and their measures, the first is human factors and behavioral factors. That is the empathy part, care and attention. Yes or no? How they have delivered the thing, right? So now my dear student, now you can remember, suppose in a bank, correct, especially SBI bank, याद करो जब भी जाते हैं lunch time है ना, just nothing personal with SBI, but sometimes, correct, actually crowd is too much in SBI. So I can understand there are too much load on the employee, but still they cannot, they should not reply like that, na, right? So human factor and behavioral factors means how the people are just behaving with the customers, right? So generally what they measure, the number of customer complaint based on the behavioral factor. Means suppose you went to a bank and some employee is not behaving you properly, just give the complaint कि this employee just told me or whatever scolded me, whatever is there, वो जमा कर दीजिए, because for quality control purpose they will see this complaint. And suppose some particular employees facing so many complaint by customer, then what they will do, they will give the work from just related to back side, and in front side they will provide some skilled personnel so that they can behave properly with the customer, correct? चलिए next आ जाइए दूसरा, timeliness characteristics. Timeliness characteristics means how much time taken to complete your work. Just suppose you went to a bank, generally in private bank one coupon is there, they will provide you one coupon like that, right? So in that coupon date and time is also generally mentioned, and when the work will be completed, then they will send you message कि you came here for this work and your work has been closed at this date, this time. So what is the meaning of that message? The meaning of that message is this data is stored in their database, and they will collect this data कि a particular, suppose customer came here for this particular task, for this particular work, for this particular services, then this much time our banking personnel has taken. So whether this much time is good or not, means is there any improvement should be there in the process, or okay this time is normal timing, correct? So waiting time in a bank generally is the example of timeliness. If waiting time is more, it means need to develop the process, correct? Now come to the third point, service non-conforming characteristics. Yes, this is called as error per thousand. One thing I have explained you, EPMO, error per million opportunity, right? So generally if big banks, large banks are there, then they will consider per million, error per million opportunity. In general, they are just measuring errors per 1000 transaction in bank, correct? There are number of transaction which is going on, so per 1000 how many errors are there, so they will measure this, correct? That is the service non-conformity. Non-conformity means failure, error, mistake, galtiyan jisko kehte hain hum, right? And the fourth is facility related characteristics. Facility related means tangibles. Tangibles means suppose you went to a bank and chair is not available, and suppose a chair is available that is also have a broken leg, correct? So what is need of that? Suppose you went to a just a hotel and all, correct? And then there they have committed you, swimming pool is there, swimming pool was there, but no water was there, correct? So that is called as facility related, means tangibles, the physical facilities, whatever they have committed, they have completed or not, like that. So these are the four characteristics generally it is measured in services to measure quality control. Now come to the technique for evaluating service quality. So here sampling techniques again has been done, correct? And these sampling techniques are, there are again 3-4 types of sampling. One is 100% sampling. Already you know that 100% sampling means you are inspecting each and every material. So this 100% sampling, my dear friend, actually is done on those kind of services or those for those kind of customer where your error or your mistake can cost a lot of losses, correct? Huge losses. Then you have to go by 100% sampling, right? Then come to the convenience sampling. Convenience sampling is sometimes related to, it is depending upon the subjectivity of the employee which is doing sampling over there. Means suppose I am the employee, I am doing sampling. So there are many number of files I have to check, correct? Related to insurance or anything. So I will choose that file, suppose, which is on the top, or I will choose that file which is having thin in size, correct? So that is called as convenience sampling. Means this depends upon the employee which is doing sampling over there, right? Now come to the judgment sampling. Judgment sampling is something like, suppose you are doing any work and father came there and they told you, see, this work you are doing, right, please check this point because this point is important. So this is called as judgment sampling, means on the basis of expert opinion, right? If one is expert, right, then they can guide you ki just check this point. That is called as judgment sampling. And the fourth is probability sampling or random sampling. This already we have discussed in chapter number 4, right? Acceptance sampling, probability sampling or random sampling. Random sampling means selection of every entities the probability of selection of every entities must be same. That is called as random sampling, right? So model for service quality is there. First of all, do one thing, write it down, then I will explain model of service quality. Just write down. These are some basics what is needed for quality control in services, right? Please write down. Okay. So now come to the model for service quality. See, एक काम करता हूँ मैं, पहले बैटरी चेंज कर लेता हूँ, अदरवाइज फिर ऑडियो गायब हो जाएगा. Okay. So now see, here we are going to discuss different models, correct, for service quality. Two models already given in the book, I will explain later, right? One model, that is the main, correct, means in this model each and everything is covered. Now you can ask, sir, how I can remember these all things, sir? Nothing to worry, you need not to remember this, correct? What you have to keep in mind is these points, means for a service which point is important. Entire point means point number 1 to point number 17, every point is there, correct? So first of all, see this in this diagram, you might not be able to understand what is this, but no problem, no need to understand this. First of all, tell me one thing, the last point is 17, yes or no? Yes. And this 17 is having input from 15 and 16, yes or no? Yes. So point is point number 17, point number 15 and point number 16. First of all, see them, correct? So point number 17 is actually customer satisfaction, that is the last point. And customer satisfaction is influenced by their expectation and the real life experience, correct? So see here, don't write anything, first of all listen. So customer satisfaction is influenced by the expectation and the actual quality, right? Real life means actual quality, right? So these 15 and 16 is going to determine 17, right? So I think these 3 points you got it. What was the expectation, what is the actual quality, and customer. And this expectation is actually, see, this expectation is actually governed by the point number 5, right? And point number 5 is somehow governed by point number 4. So 5 and 4 we will see. So point number 5 is customer perception and point number 4 is image management. Now listen, one interesting point I am going to deliver you, right? Suppose you want to open a service industry, suppose a service company, suppose. So these 3 point is the basic point what you have to keep in mind. 1, 2, 3 means company culture, means on which philosophy you are going to work, that will be your culture, means TQM you have to apply or not, like that. Then second is products and services delivered, means which kind of product or which services you are going to deliver. And then the market segment, this is again important, means which segment you are going to target. Just I told you that BMW company, suppose Rolls-Royce company is targeting only a few level of segment, correct? Means those people who are having very high purchasing capacity. Like that, your market segment is lying where you have to define, correct? So see, in that block diagram, these things are important. First of all, 1, 2, 3, and then you have to do image management, that is point number 4. Suppose 1, 2, 3, point number 4 is image management. And because of this image management, customer perception will be developed, right? Customer means what image management is, nothing but the advertisement, the way you are approaching to customer. Like in advertisement, see, correct, the Bollywood star and all, correct, they are doing डाने डाने में केसर का डम, है ना, मतलब वो ऐसा लगता है कि पता नहीं वो क्या ही है, बट क्या ही है, हेल्थ को खराब ही तो करता है. तो पॉइंट ये है, इमेज मैनेजमेंट बाय just even they are selling suppose poisonous material, suppose the thing which is correct, not good for health, harming the health, but still they manage the image, correct, like that they are selling some Sanjeevani booty or anything, correct. So meaning is you have to do image management, and then because of this image management, customer perception will be developed, point number 5. And because of this perception, customer actually expectation arises. So this service model, this service model actually हमें गाइड करता है कि इस तरह से कस्टमर का एक्सपेक्टेशन डेवलप हुआ, क्योंकि आपने उसको क्या किया, 4th पॉइंट इमेज मैनेजमेंट, जो एडवर्टीजमेंट एंड ऑल, और उसी से करेक्ट कहीं ना कहीं कस्टमर का परसेप्शन डेवलप हुआ, एंड देन the expectations arises. Actually they will not ask you these or linking. I have taken it from an industry manual, right, in detail. So I am not here to guide you exactly we are working in a service industry and we have to do that like that, nothing like that. Just we are studying for examination point of view, but still I'm explaining a little bit more so that you will have idea how a service company approaches you. So that be aware, correct. समझ में आया, ये कूल नहीं होता, इधर चिमनी बना होता है, यूथ को बेकार कर रहे हैं ये सब, क्लियर है. तो प्लीज बी अवेयर, दे विल जस्ट मैनेज, करेक्ट, दे विल मैनेज द इमेज, करेक्ट. सपोज यू आर फॉलोइंग ए बॉलीवुडिया स्टार, करेक्ट, and they are selling the gutka and they are selling that cigarette and all. So we are follower of them, and then we start following them. So that is our weak point, correct. See, these things are done in industries, right, correct. थोड़ा सा समझिए इस बात को. Anyway, ठीक है, nothing personal, this is a just as a teacher I am suggesting you, correct. So try to understand the point, correct. डियो का ऐड देखा होगा आपने, डिओड्रेंट, सपोज यू आर सेलिंग डिओड्रेंट, वो ऐड कैसा देते हैं पता नहीं, डियो लगा करके आप बिल्कुल यू बिकम प्रिंस और प्रिंसेस लाइक दैट, बट ऐसा नहीं होता है, क्लियर है. हाँ, वो बस इमेज मैनेजमेंट की बात हो रही है, क्लियर है. ओके, दैट कस्टमर परसेप्शन अराइजेस. नाउ द नेक्स्ट दिस पार्ट मीन्स हियर कस्टमर expectation, the customer satisfaction was there. So this is developed by this, and the real actual quality or actual, right, performance. So this actual quality is again developed by few things, right, few things. So what are those things? So those things are that customer participation, company personal motivation. I have told you synergistic cycle. If you have remember, synergistic cycle means the person who are delivering those services, how much motivated he is, correct. So if he is very much motivated, correct, then they will deliver services in happy manner, in a quality manner, right. And then physical support and technological changes, these are the tangibles point. Physical support and technological changes, these are tangibles involved over there, means how much updated or upgraded your system is. And then service delivery system, the system on at which you are going to deliver services. Then service, which service actually you are going to deliver. Then timeliness, this thing we have seen, correct. Then core services and peripheral services, what is difference between these two? Suppose you are going from Delhi to Chandigarh in a bus. So that bus service is the core services of that transport company. But suppose they stopped in between after 2 hours, correct, in a good restaurant, correct, nice food, good ambience, that is the peripheral services they are providing. Means sometimes you enjoy it a lot, correct. So if peripheral services supporting core services, correct, of course this will increase your actual quality, right. जैसे आप सिंपल बस में जाओगे, है ना, वो आपको अजीब जगह रोकता है, करेक्ट, तो फिर वही बात होगी ना, उसका पेरिफेरल सर्विसेज भी बेकार. बट अच्छे बसेस में जाओगे तो अच्छे जगह रोकता है, मीनिंग ये है. देन प्राइस ऑफ सर्विस, ऑफ कोर्स प्राइस इज ऑल्सो इंपॉर्टेंट, राइट. सो दीज पॉइंट्स विल डिसाइड द actual quality. So expected quality is from the image management, यानी आपने क्या दिखाया था एडवर्टीजमेंट में या कस्टमर को क्या बताया था, और एक्चुअल क्वालिटी बाय दीज ऑल फैक्टर्स, एंड दीज टू विल फाइनली डिटरमाइन कस्टमर satisfaction. Very simple, right? So this is not given in your book, but this is the brilliant discussion on services. Means in services these 17 points include each and everything, correct? So that is why I have included this in your syllabus, ki if you will prepare it then it will be easier for you, right? So I think don't make this block diagram, or you can make it, no problem. Just give heading, right? Model for service quality. Just give the heading model for service quality, right? And then you can make that diagram and I will give you point to write. Now this is optional. If you want to make it, you can make it. Otherwise I will give you the point. Just remember those points, right? So this is optional. ठीक है, डन है. You can take a screenshot also और photo ले लो, चलेगा. This is not important for your examination, right? Important is this. Write down these all points. So see, this point is also covered, means in services customer participation is also important, right? Customer involvement is there. Okay, done. So basically in this all discussion, remember these all 17 points. Overall the message is, for a services, for a perfect services, these 17 points are important somehow, correct? So this is the message. Now the approaches to service quality, these all are given in your book, you can see in the book, right? So in the approaches, it is just said that the systematic response should be there, an early intervention, correct, and service substitute services, correct, can lose your customer. So that is why substitute services has not to be provided. So I am explaining these points in simple words, right? The first point is systematic response should be there, means there should be a system. Already we know that from starting only systematic response should be there. But systematic response is okay, but early intervention means if there is any problem or a problem about to happen, then before that, correct, you should be ready with the solution. That is called as early intervention. And never ever give the substitute services. Substitute services means I am giving you one example. Previously the services for Tata car was associated with Toyota. Means if you are having a Tata car, then you'll have to get services from Toyota. So that is the loss for Tata. Why? Because then customer actually slowly shifted to Toyota. Because anyway you have to go to Toyota. So Toyota will get edge. They will convince you why you have brought Tata. Our car is like this, right? So if you are giving substitute services, then rival firm means your competitor, correct, will take your customer. So that is written in your book also. And case by case addresses each customer's complaint, right? Okay, so these are some basic point. Then quality service improvement methods means how to improve your services. What should be the approach or what should be the methods? So these things already you know, Taguchi method, right? Then means robustness, means your service procedure should be such that the variables will not going to affect the services. Then Poka-yoke is that just add some steps in your services so that if there is any error, you can just find it there only. I have explained this Poka-yoke. Then quality function deployment, QFD, right? Already we have seen that house of quality and all, right? And one more is there, quality in the service package, that is the budget hotel example. So this quality in the service package is basically for tour and travels, that section, that department. So I am not going into detail of it, even you don't go in detail of it, just you can remember the name. These are some quality service improvement method. This is for tour and travels, that hotel, correct, example, right? So just you can remember the name, don't go in detail of that, right? These all things are in your book. Then other models for service quality, few other models are also there. I have added in book, no need to write, just try to understand. See, the first is quality service, correct, model, and this is given by Grün-Roos, that is why it is called as due to Grün-Roos. And the second is gap model, that is given by Parshuraman, correct, our Indian and the great personality Parshuraman, right? So first service quality model we are going to discuss. So what is the philosophy of service quality model? So it works on the philosophy like suppose I am asking you, right? Don't see it, correct? I am removing this. Suppose don't see it, don't see in book also. Suppose as a technical advisor, correct, after teaching, correct, these many hours, now I am asking you, suppose you are having a service company. Yes, sir. So on which philosophy you work? Means I am giving you two options. Means you will design, you will do the thing which is actually needed or actually requirement for customer. Means what customer is telling, good or bad, that is important for you, or what your design people, your industry people is telling, good or bad, that is important for you. So sir, customer, whatever customer is telling, good or bad, that is important for me. So now my dear student, that is the same philosophy on which this service quality model work. Means what is important is what is perceived as a quality by the customer, not what design people or operations people feel good or bad. Getting my point? So then here perceived as a customer. What is the perceived quality? At a starting also I told you I will explain this perceived term later, correct? So see, this model also provides us what is perceived quality. So perceived quality is the result of comparison between expectation of customer and real life experiences. See, the Geo example, right? Geo example is the brilliant example, right? So in Geo, actually cost was 0. So cost was 0 means real life, the customer expectations were very less, and the real life experiences, so real life experiences was excellent. So this comparison, this difference becomes positive, correct? So if perceived quality is positive, then see, written expected, then total perceived quality treated as positive. So in case of Geo also it was positive, and as it was positive, so by just mouth publicity only, each and everyone has purchased that Jio, correct? Now they are explaining expectation. See, two terms are there now, expectation and real life experiences. So now they are telling expectation depends upon 5 determinants, correct? Which are 5? Market communication, image management, what I have told you, word of mouth, correct? The Jio has done their marketing by word of mouth. कस्टमर नीड्स, कस्टमर की जरूरत, मतलब उस चीज की जरूरत भी होनी चाहिए, एंड कस्टमर लर्निंग. सो सी हियर लर्निंग आल्सो, करेक्ट, related to customer expectation. If learning is more, then expectation also becomes more. And from Jio onwards, just you feel one thing. Because of free, almost free, means very less cost, availability of internet, learning becomes fast. So learning becomes fast means the expectation also increases. Expectation also increases means those kind of poor Chinese product, now you can see very less in the market. Before it was more na, but now it is very less because awareness increases, expectations increases, and now people think कि 5000 में वो बेकार चाइनीज में लेता हूँ फोन या कोई भी प्रोडक्ट, so 7 or 8000 में Samsung or any other product can be purchased na? Yes. So by internet they can easily access the thing, easily compare the thing, and awareness becomes more. So again expectations increases, correct? So these are some definitions, some points which is given by service quality model. Now real life experience. So real life experience actually depends upon the technical quality and functional quality, correct? Ki how functionally it is, how technically it is. That is called as quality of design, quality of performance. Already I have told you. Quality of design, quality of performance, right? Then second is gap model. So gap model, basically this is given by Parshuraman, our Indian great personality, right? This model says that expected service, this as per their opinion, the expectation influenced by word of mouth. आपस में जो लोग बातें करते हैं, पर्सनल नीड्स, करेक्ट, देयर जरूरत, कुछ चीजें कॉमन भी होंगी दोनों की, राइट? सम पॉइंट्स आर कॉमन. पास्ट एक्सपीरियंसेस, करेक्ट, एंड also by external communication to end users, right? That is called as image management, correct? So point is, some points are common also, some are different also, but in gap model this is important, right? This thing we need to understand. What is gap means? So gap is something, suppose I am starting from here, how gap actually started and which kind of gap we are talking about. See, first of all, sales and marketing team, that is also called as market research team, do market research and find what is the customer expectation. Suppose there is a gap between customer expectations and management perception, means management not able to understand exactly what is customer expectation, then there will be one gap. Means understanding the customer, there is a gap. So gap is not good. There should not be any gap. Correct? So in this service model, they are actually explaining how this gap, correct, is going to disturb, is going to, correct, affect the quality of services. So gap should not be there. So first gap is understanding the customer. Now the point is to fulfill this gap. Nowadays, see, in your cell phone, whenever you are loading any, suppose downloading any app, they will ask you, can I access your gallery? Can I access your contacts? Can I access your location? Because by doing these all things, they will exactly get you which kind of person you are, and then they will send that kind of products or services as an advertisement to your just cell phone. Getting my point? So customer research becomes easier nowadays. Okay, then suppose nowadays suppose it is easier, but we are studying which kind of gap can be there, which kind of problem can be there. So this is gap 1. Now come to the gap 2. Whatever customer perception is there, suppose, but when they have designed those services, means as a standard, then again there is a gap. This is called as design gap. Means there is some problem in the service design, correct? Okay. Chalo, whatever be the service standards, now while delivering this to the customer, suppose the employee which is delivering is not good enough. So that is called as conformance gap, correct? Conformance gap means whatever it is, you are not providing them properly. Conformance gap. Chalo, theek hai, whatever you have delivered, again customer perception was something else, you have delivered something else, then that is called as communication gap. ये communication gap क्या है जरा समझिए. Communication gap means T and C apply, correct? Suppose you have taken some insurance or anything, these many pages are there because as per the court, as per our law, they have designed each and everything so that they can win the cases, correct? But nobody read it na properly. Yes sir, and as nobody read it properly means last they will write term and condition apply. So that is called as communication gap, managing the evidence, right? So this is also a gap. This is also affect somehow customer perception, and if customer perception is affected, then there is a gap between expectation and perception. This is called as customer satisfaction, and the gap 5. So my dear student, if any of the gap is available, if any of the gap is there out of 1 to 4, fifth gap will be there, means there is a gap between customer perception and expectation. That is customer satisfaction gap. Getting my point? So this gap should not be there, right? So this is called as gap model, and this is my favorite to understand each and everything for a service company, right? Clear hai? Chaliye. So here we have completed our chapter, right? This is already there in your book, so no need to write. अभी कितना टाइम बच गया? 10 minutes are there, right? चलिए 10 minutes में एक चैप्टर थोड़ा स्टार्ट कर लेते हैं. Yes, this is the easy chapter, correct? It's very easy. That is called as inventory control. So mainly two chapters are left actually. Chapter number 8, inventory control and maintenance. So maintenance generally take 3 hours. Tomorrow we are going to complete it, but tomorrow at a starting and now just in half an hour or 45 minutes this chapter is going to be completed. So I will start today kind of this theory portion, and then concept we will deliver tomorrow, and tomorrow only we will complete our maintenance section also, right? So tomorrow anyhow your syllabus is going to complete, right? So chapter number 8, that is called as inventory control. So just open it everybody, inventory control, see in the content and page number. यस पंकज पूछ रहे हैं सर ऑन दिस कॉन्सेप्ट किस तरह के क्वेश्चन फॉर्म होंगे. क्वेश्चन ऐसे पूछ सकता है पंकज की गैप 1 क्या है या गैप 2 क्या है या कस्टमर रिसर्च गैप क्या होता है, ऐसे करके पूछ सकते हैं. वट एवर आई हैव एक्सप्लेन्ड यू ना, कोई एक लाइन उसमें से ले लेंगे और पूछ लेंगे आपसे. ठीक है, चलिए आई होप सभी लोगों ने ओपन कर लिया. अब आ जाओ इन्वेंट्री. सबसे पहले यू नो ना व्हाट इज इन्वेंट्री. इन्वेंट्री इज द बेसिकली स्टॉक यू प्लेस इन द इंडस्ट्री, राइट. वर्कशॉप होता है, ऑलरेडी यू नो वर्कशॉप. यस, ऑल द मशीन्स, राइट, CNC NC machines, lathe machines, all are there in workshop, but we don't keep material over there because there should be a movement free space, correct? No, there should be no accident or nothing will be there. So workshop is different, but just near to that workshop one inventory house is there or inventory room is there in which we keep all the inventory material, means all the raw material or semi finished materials. right? That is called as inventory, right? Stock, what you can say. So first of all, classification of inventory, right? So see, I am giving you one trick, correct, to understand this. The trick is, suppose whenever any inventory will have future aspects means right now there is no use, in future we will use होगा ऐसा, that is called as indirect inventory. क्या बोलेंगे उसको? Indirect inventory. And if it is having present aspect, suppose it is having present aspect, then this is called as direct inventory. Getting my point? So two kinds of classification is there: direct inventory, indirect inventory. Indirect inventory means future aspect, आगे यूज होगा ऐसा, and direct inventory means present aspect. ठीक है? Okay sir. Now this direct inventory is of 5 types. One is production, one is work in process, another is finished goods, and the fourth is MRO, and fifth is miscellaneous. Okay. So I am giving you this all with a simple example. Suppose in your kitchen, right? Okay sir. So in kitchen also all the materials are there na? Yes. Your gas stove is there, correct? Apart from that, suppose gas stove is the machine, suppose, assume it like workshop. All the materials are there in the kitchen, yes. So which kind of food is there? One is in the form of raw material. So this is called as production inventory. One is in the semi-finished form, that is called as work in process. Semi-finished form means थोड़ा सा काम हो गया है, थोड़ा अभी बाकी है, semi-finished. And the third type is finished goods, ready to use, ready to send to customer. Just like that, there are 3 classes, correct? Raw material, work in process, and finished. Okay sir. And the fourth is MRO inventory, maintenance repair work के लिए. Suppose in kitchen also few tools and all are there, so that tools or any consumable equipments are there which is not there, correct, to take as a food, or in industry these inventory items are not going with customer. You need not to send this to customer. These are simply kept there to use in your machinery, to that can be tool, that can be any suppose greasing material, like that, right? So that is called as maintenance repair inventory. And remaining everything else like suppose stationary items and all are called as miscellaneous inventory, right? So 5 kind of direct inventory, right? Again see, just I am giving you some simple logic, हंसने वाला. Direct or indirect, 2 kinds are there. So direct or indirect में which is having है ना large that spelling, किसकी स्पेलिंग ज्यादा है? इनडायरेक्ट की. तो ये कितने हैं? 5. तो इनडायरेक्ट इज 6, उससे ज्यादा, ऐसे करके याद कर लो. सो डायरेक्ट इज 5 एंड इनडायरेक्ट इज 6. विच आर दोज इनडायरेक्ट? तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल इनडायरेक्ट का मतलब लॉजिक क्या बताया मैंने आपको? लॉजिक इज फ्यूचर एस्पेक्ट, ठीक है. और डायरेक्ट का क्या था? प्रेजेंट एस्पेक्ट. So in future aspects, again there are 6 points. Just I am giving you one example. Suppose you are having your industry in Delhi, but you have ordered some raw material which is coming from Bombay and which is just on the way, in the truck on the way. So now tell me that raw material is yours, but now you can use it or not? No sir, now we cannot use it. It is actually on the way, right? So this is called as transit or pipeline inventory. मतलब जब ट्रक आ जाएगा तो हम यूज करेंगे ऐसा, correct? Okay. All definitions are written. Then another one is buffer inventory. Buffer inventory means safety stock, safety inventory. Can you remember MRP and JIT, 2 kind of material management was there. So in which buffer inventory or safety stock is kept in which kind of material management, MRP or JIT? So MRP, that was the push approach, means you are pushing material into production, you are keeping buffer stock, safety stock also. right? So that is the safety stock or buffer stock. Matlab this is available in the industry, but you are not using presently. Sir, when we will use, sir? We will use whenever there is a dynamic situation, whenever there is a emergency condition, whenever there is a sudden change in demand and supply, means a special condition. So that is called as buffer inventory. समझ में आ गया? जब कुछ ऐसा होगा, मान लीजिए मटेरियल आना था बट स्ट्राइक वाज देयर एंड रोड इज नॉट क्लियर, राइट? तो अब नहीं आ पाया, तो ये यूज करोगे, अदरवाइज टाइम खराब होगा. यस सर. नाउ कम टू द थर्ड, दैट इज डीकपलिंग इन्वेंट्री. डीकपलिंग इन्वेंट्री मीन्स some material or some machine or equipments are there in industry which is used between time to time. Whenever you have removed your product and just you want to keep that process busy, then you can just apply, you can deploy that material or that machine. That is called as decoupling inventory. Sir, give us example, sir. So simple example I am giving you. Suppose in your car jack is there, right? Yes sir. So when jack is present in car, yes sir. So are you using generally? No sir. Are you using like कि चलो पार्किंग में कार है, yes, तो जैक पे लगा देते हैं so that tire will get relax? No sir, never sir. So when you are using your jack, whenever there will be tire puncture like that, whenever you want to decouple the tire, then you are going to put on jack. So that is called as decoupling inventory. Just like that you can think. Okay, now come to the seasonal inventory. So already you know that seasonal inventory means nowadays all the woolen or the jacket and everything is there, but the cooler, AC, everything is kept in the inventory, right? So that we can use it in the summer season like that. So that is called as seasonal inventories. Now come to the lot size inventories. Lot size inventory means suppose I want to purchase suppose this. So I have ordered for this. Then they told me, sir, with this is in the offer or price discount. But now I am telling I don't want this now. तो वो मुझे बोलता है, sir, in future you will need this na? Yes. So now with this you can purchase this is in offer. Or and also in transportation also, suppose with this I will pack this also. So this is called as lot size inventory. मतलब एक के साथ एक फ्री वाला, जो आपको फ्री नहीं, वो मटेरियल अभी नहीं चाहिए, आगे यूज होगा, like that. So to avail price discount, to reduce transportation and receiving cost, minimize handling and receiving cost. So because of these reasons we use lot size inventory, correct? Or we purchase lot size inventory. Okay. And the last is anticipation inventory. This anticipation inventory is when we forecast the future. Like just before Diwali, firecrackers are, correct, manufactured or prepared, right, or kept. So that is called as anticipation inventory. Means Diwali is coming, so need of firecrackers will be there, like that. So you are anticipating the things. Getting my point? So that is called as anticipation inventory. So there are 6, right? So I am summarizing two kind of inventory, direct and indirect. Direct inventory, present aspect, right? Which are there? So it is depending upon the mode of the material. Like suppose this is in the raw material form, production inventory. It is in the value addition form, work in process inventory. It is in the final form, finished goods inventory. Then some maintenance, repair work, MRO inventory, and miscellaneous stationery and all. Then some is indirect. Indirect means future aspect. Suppose your material is coming in the way, in the truck from Bombay to Delhi. So suppose it is in the way. So that is called as pipeline or transit inventory. Means you are not using now. When it will reach, then you are able to use it. Yes or no? So will lag jayega, future aspect. Acha sir. Then buffer inventory, that is the safety stock what you keep it, correct? Again, buffer inventory you are using in a dynamic situation, in a specific situation whenever there is a mismatch in demand and supply. क्लियर है? हाँ जी. देन सीजनल इन्वेंट्री, एंटी सीजनल मीन्स सीजन के हिसाब से, एंटीसिपेशन इन्वेंट्री मीन्स यू आर फोरकास्टिंग द फ्यूचर, देन डीकपलिंग इन्वेंट्री, दैट जैक एग्जाम्पल आई हैव गिवन यू, करेक्ट? सो इन दिस मैनर you can memorize the thing simply, right? So today I think time is over now. Yes, so today I am just leaving here. Tomorrow from here we will start, that is inventory cost. Here one numerical is also they are asking, 4 parts are there, any one parts they will ask, so I will explain it tomorrow, right? So tomorrow 8:30 sharp we will start, correct? So that we can complete tomorrow our syllabus, right? Thank you so much.